Alright, so boom. Let me tell y'all the story. Now this is going on right now. As you can see, I got this cut on my face. And shit. But so boom. Let me tell y'all the story. I really don't appreciate this cut on my face, but so back in November last year, I started working at the casino, the Danville Casino. The new casino just opened. So at first, it was okay. I had never been a dishwasher, so I'm like, okay. They claim that the stewarding job, will lead you to promotions. Okay. So now, prior to this job, I've had several jobs. I'm 40 years old. Done security, several places, in or and out of state of Virginia for some pretty big functions. Rock Nation, did Astro World. So it's not much I haven't seen. It's not much that bothers me. And the reason for this video today is because me personally, I really don't believe that I should have any issues. You call it how you want to call it, but I don't. Now, but let me get back to the story. So when I started, it was a training class. There was a few of us in the training class. Blah blah blah. It was an executive steward. The guy so happened to quit. I don't know what was the issue. It may have been a serious issue. It may not have been. The reason for this being is me doing security could lead to some issues with this job. Now, that's a totally different story for another different time, but at the same time, it could be the story for the situation. I don't want to jump to conclusions, so I'm not going to say that. Alright, so the guy quits. I say about a month or two rolled by. New guy rolls through. Some guy from the beach, Virginia Beach. Guy named Michael McMakin. So when a guy walk in, try to be tough guy, or is Mr. Tough Guy, chest all out. Me, I ain't trying to impress nobody. I could care less. I'm not trying to impress nobody. So we end up speaking, whatever. Blah blah blah. Okay. So same time I end up getting a job offer inside the casino for another different job. Now doing the job, they tell me that you have different set of points. So if you get 12 points for this job, including the other job, you'll have 24 points because it'll be 12 points per job. So pretty much, I'm looking at it as, hey, if you got a job, you got two jobs. If you got to fill in two different applications, that's two different jobs. Me, I'm not a troublemaker. I'm really a problem solver. That's one of my traits. That's just what I do. I'm not gonna say that's just what I do, but that's one of my traits. That's one of my strongholds. So I accept the job. Then they started talking about the union. Some kind of union is coming into play. They deal with a lot of the casinos, and they want to make sure everyone is getting their money. I'm like, okay, I don't have a problem with it. I've heard about the union within, not in the casino, but in Danville. So, okay, I'm listening. And on top of that, they was getting that information from the people in HR. So they was knocking on people's doors that we didn't even know who these people were, where they was coming from, how did they know our name, how did they know our address, our phone numbers, nothing. We didn't know anything. They just popped up at our front door. Mine anyway. I'm in the bed, butt ass naked. Old lady here. They knock on the door. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell going on. I ain't going up there. It's them. But okay, so they get me to sign up. Okay, so fast forward, the guy Mac Macon, he's an executive steward, and I'm guessing his contract conflicts the union contract, or his contract conflicts the union business, or either way it goes, they got real nasty before I left, and yeah, so I told him I was supposed to be a union rep because really I was like I'm highly popular in the place, like everywhere where I go. It's just something about me, I don't know. So ever since that day, it was like an issue. I mean, I don't know if it was like a serious issue, but this motherfucker tried to play me one day, right? So I go to work one day. Well, let's fast forward this. First of all, this just happened this year, 2025. So they fired me on Father's Day for completely nothing. Rehired me like that Thursday. I go to work that Friday. The next Saturday, I end up getting into a situation because as soon as I go to work at 10. I used to get off at 6. So I go to work at 10. Really, after doing all this, it was a hotline, so I went ahead and reported it just to clear it up. So guy Michael, he asked the girl Destiny, gay chick, so she's really not too much into guys, but I mean, I don't know what was the issue or what was the thing going on with them. But he's hollering about he needed her to help her with the banquet job. All right, so first of all, I was the banquet houseman, so I'm just like, you're lucky. Just be bullshitting around with her. And plus, I didn't want to sit around there and argue with another female. Not on no dumb shit anyway, because I ain't got time for it. Fuck the bullshit. So, um, she like, yo, you can go, da da da. So he starts spazzing her like, yo, I need you to do something. So, like, hmm. So she like, nah, I want him to go. So I ended up going. Now I think he sabotaged this fucking cart because when we go over there, the first thing you point out is the cart. Now the cart is like a plate cart. It's like plates on the floor. Well, not on the floor. It's just low to the ground. So the I guess the shelf part was kind of was off track. So he was like, yeah, that somebody broke that. No, good and well is not broke because he'd have fixed it before. I fixed one before. So we both know it's not broke. So he leaves. I go ahead and start working, right? Just bullshitting around while I'm working. And so when I go to start working with the plates, I go to start working with this cart. Now I'm down on my fucking knees, bro. This motherfucker walks in, and when I look up, it's like he's damn near in my face, like as close as I am to the fucking camera. But he got his hands on the zipper. So I'm like, when I look up, I'm like, bro, what the So now I'm ready to goddamn go ahead and beat the brakes off his dumb ass. And he know this shit, right? So this nigga jumps. When I start getting up, he jumps down. He jumped down to the ground. So I'm like, what the fuck? So now I'm looking about. Because I'm like, yo, if I'm tripping, why are you jumping down to the ground? And if it was that type of situation, why the fuck you down on the ground? Because for real, I could just go ahead and just stomp the shit out your dumb ass And I could have just laid his ass, left his ass laying in that bitch. Closed the door, left on up. Now keep in mind, it's a casino, so they want to make sure ain't nobody cheating. So they got top of the rate cameras that goes with video and audio. So the next day, Sunday, I end up going to work. I end up getting into it with this stupid broad named Logan. Then all the rest of these look dumb, bro. I mean, me, I don't give a fuck about chick thinks she's supposed to be all cute and motherfuckers think just because they white and this, and that. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm gonna let you know what the fuck going on, and you better not put your hands on me. Like, bro, it's a totally different breed over this bitch. I don't give a fuck how the fuck anybody feel about that. Shit, it's guard your own. So, boom. I ain't no leaving. So I was off Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday started the union negotiations. So I go to the union meeting Tuesday. Okay. Wednesday I supposed to went back to work, but instead we had the union negotiations. So I go to the union negotiation. Right before I clock in. Now keep in mind, if they have plans or reasons to fire you, see that whole thing is this is an employee or work at will state. But the thing about that is whatever you fire them for has to be what you fired them for. It can be, hey, yeah, I didn't like you, but whatever you write on your termination paper, and it cannot be anything that's discriminative. So when I go to work, all right. So when they let me go Sunday, the bitch let me clock in. Now this is on Father's Day. Now keep in mind this is humiliation. They call themselves trying to humiliate, but don't nobody want no fucking dishwashing job, bro. I got my own patent. I got my own companies. I'm trying to get started right now. You feel me? And this shit's not no gamble. So fuck that bullshit. But so I clock in, she go ahead, she bring over, instead of, if it's a problem, she just bring security, because they got security. She bring over co-workers and try to go hard with it. Me, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Like, you want to show the fuck off, I'm not. But I do hope the best for them. So, Wednesday, after the negotiation meeting, he calls me at 10 o'clock. Now, I'm supposed to be at work at 10. Why would you wait until 10? So he like, I ain't pick my phone up. Because I'm like, yo, for real, I'm a little pissed the fuck off. Because he thinking that, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, for real. I really don't know. I really don't care though. But, so I'm ordering my drink and my food from Starbucks, my sandwich from Starbucks. He calling my phone. I'm not picking that motherfucker up. He woke up. Now I know he's watching the cameras because they got the fucking cameras. Like his chair, his cubicle got a fucking chair. Got a fucking camera. Talking about nobody has had cubicles. Bitch, Televista was through here, so everybody worked in the cubicle before. But that's a totally different situation. So look, fuck around and he pop up. It's not no damn miracle. It's not no coincidence you pop up. You know exactly where I was at, trying to make it like you didn't see me, then you see me. I made sure he seen me. So I'm like, yo, what's up? I'm like, yo, you called me. He was like, yeah, well, due to the situation, I need to suspend you due to investigation. Now, I had just talked to the lady from HR, and he was like, this is coming from HR. So I'm like, so why isn't HR telling me this? Now, I understand you're supposed to be the manager or whatever, but I don't give a fuck about the job, bro. Like, I walked and shook this guy's hand while he was sitting down and got the fucking job. Not only that, I mastered the fucking job and I never had a damn dishwashing job. Not only that, they say the dishwashing job is pretty much one of the most disgusting and nastiest and hardest fucking jobs that you can have. And I ain't gonna lie, it really is. It's one of the most frustrating, nasty, unhealthy, unsafety, and dishwashers dying back that motherfucker, bro. So that's just something like it's dangerous. I ain't hey. Now, so I let them know, like, bro, you thinking this shit's all good, but I'm trying to get this footage from HR. So once I get it, I'll just see you in court because I ain't with that funny bunny shit. Point blank. So he looking stupid as hell. The nigga probably still looking stupid as a motherfucker. And that's the shit I don't understand, bro. Like, I'd have reported the shit. So I'd have called HR, tried to get that footage. I'd have went to HR for the footage. First of all, they said that they didn't give footage to team members. I don't work there no more. Then they're saying they can't give it to me at all. So I'm like, you do know this shit is pretty much like a criminal investigation. Like, bro, I'm telling y'all, for one, then I'd have reported it, which is, I'd just go smack the shit out of his dumb ass. Point blank. I ain't gonna say smack on, I'd still off on his dumb ass. And that's pretty much what the fuck gonna happen. Especially if ain't shit happen, it's gonna happen. But that's a totally different situation for another situation. Alright, so I ain't gonna leave him. Okay, so HR didn't I got HR didn't do shit, so I go talk to the police department about it. Really don't fuck with the police. And I see why. Because I'm telling these motherfuckers, like, bro, I'm 40 years old. When I was growing up, I understand, like, that pride shit, that gay pride shit, that it may be a trend now. And that's probably all of this is a fucking trend because everybody want to debate. Everybody want to go against their parents or their beliefs or and